So I never told you this story. I'll start from the beginning. All right. We're going out to my niece's house. She lives out in Bond Hill. It's like really good neighborhood. You know, a lot of rich people live out there. Rich white people, to be honestly. My aunt Niecy, she had a real good job. She worked at UC, the blood bank, and she went to college. You know, good education. Always sent her daughter to the best school and all
Just tell
that.
me a story about
But
Daisy.
we went out there to go swimming that day. My mom was out there, and me, she told me and my brother and them to come out there. So me, Chris, because Chris always hung with me. When I go somewhere, even when he's little, run around with snot in his nose. And I always get my ass beat. My mom be like, "Why you got my baby out this late?" And she'll beat my ass. He was with me. And my buddy Daisy. Daisy lived like, I don't know, I lived on Blair. He lived on Maple. It was like right around the corner. And these big ass apartments, like the Blair buildings. So we all walked out to Bond Hill. When I say walked out to Bond Hill, you know where Avondale is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you even know where Bond Hill is?
Mm-mm.
Um, Imagine walking from Arlington to maybe Huntington. Yeah, we did it all the time. That's all I don't understand. These kids be tripping about walking. So we walk to Bond Hill, right? We go swimming all day, mama, because my aunt has membership. Everybody gets in free because it's the apartment complex or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, condos or whatever they want to call them,
Mm-hmm.
a membership. So we all go swimming all fucking day. So it's getting close to getting late. The pool's closing. We go back to my aunt's house and eat, and then we're like, "Well, we're heading home, mom," because my mom's staying a little bit later, and she's like, "Okay." She's like, "Make sure you catch the next bus to come." And we're like, "All right." Us being us, we was like, "I ain't catching a fucking bus. I'm keeping this money. Let's go to the store." We can walk back. So we cut through the alleyway to go by the swimming pool to go the shortcut way by the mall, and that's over there by Woodward. Came as the school, big school, all that. But we cut through the alleyway by the pool. We get right by the pool. And this little kid comes out of nowhere. It's like, "Hey, you're the one that stole my bike." Talking to Daisy. And Daisy's like, "I ain't steal your bike, dog." I ain't trying to be tough because this is a little bitty ass kid. You know, he's smaller than fucking Chris did. Like, "I ain't steal your bike, dog." And like out of nowhere, it's his brother. Big ass motherfucker, look like he's been playing football all his life. Comes out of nowhere like, "Why you in my brother's face, dog?" Daisy, I gotta keep it real. He kept it 100. He was like, he tried to, play the role. He was like, "I ain't in your brother's face, dog." And that's when it went all bad. Dude punched the shit out of him. And he had on this fishing hat. It was like remember back in the day, EPMD, them fishing hats?
Mm-hmm.
Soon as he punched him, the fishing hat flew off his head. It was like a movie. Me and my brother Chris was sitting there watching like, what the fuck? This nigga takes off running and leaves us. And all of a sudden, it's like five other guys come out of nowhere, his dudes. And I told Chris, I said, just run. I made Chris run because he is little as hell, you know. I've been jumped before, it ain't shit. So, it is what it is. So I end up fighting one nigga. He had a fucking Jerry curl. That's how long it's been. The fucking Jerry curl. I'm beating the shit out of him. Then all of a sudden I get jumped. They kicking me. I'm on the side of the fucking swimming pool. They're kicking the shit out of me. And this dude who worked at the swimming pool comes out. He's like, "Hey, cut it out." And he's talking funny, right? And he's like, "I'm going to call the coppers." And, he's talking, and they stop.
He sounds British.
And he takes me, he said, "I went through this overseas." He's like, "I'm not going to allow it." He just talking, he was from overseas somewhere. And he let me come in the pool. I was like, thank you, man. I appreciate you letting me come in because they was probably going to kill me because that little boy think my friend stole his bike. And I kind of told him, he was like, well, you can sit here, till you call your family or whatever. And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure, that's right. Because I'm thinking in the back of my mind, motherfucking, I remember Daisy did steal that motherfucking bike last time we was out here. This fucking bitch, that's why he ran, right? So I'm like, I'm in the pool, I'm pacing the shit, it's pool closed, and I'm like, how the fuck I'm gonna get? They outside waiting on my ass. They is right outside, like, yeah, we gonna get you. They talking shit, like we gonna get you. And the guy's like, I'm gonna call the police. They like, we don't give a fuck. Fuck the police. By now, it's more of them, right? So I'm like, I'm in there 35, 45 minutes. And I'm like, fuck, they ain't leaving. It's getting dark. I was like, it's going to get even worse. They going to fuck me up. And I'm like, I'm just about to go out here and just get this shit out the way and see if I can get away. And I'm like, I'm thinking, I'm looking at the back fence like, damn, that's a long drop off the back way. I could hang drop, but it's because it's all like a wall and it's like a little bit of a fall. You know what I'm saying? I was like, if I jump off that right, I can get out of here. So I climb the fence and I hang drop and shit. Fall, fuck up my damn ankle. Damn. I'm like, look around, nobody hears me. They're still out front. So I just take the fuck off running. And I end up running all the way back around. I remember. And because I couldn't walk home because my ankle was fucked up. And I go back to my aunt's. My mom was like, what the fuck are you doing here still? Where's your brother? I was like, look, we got into it. These guys jumped me. I told Chris to run. I thought he had came back here. Daisy left us. My mom fucking hated Daisy for real. Because when I first met him, me and him fought all the time like cats and dogs. But we ended up being good friends. And she's like, oh my God. She called the police and shit. We're walking around all these apartment units because behind them they had garages and shit, And we were looking all in the empty ones. She's like, they didn't kill my baby and threw him in one of these garages. She was all dramatic and shit. And couldn't find out this nigga called, right? He at home. Well, over Daisy's. They done walked back. They left my black ass. They didn't even go back tell my mom nothing. They left my black ass. And we get there, and as usual, I get an ass whooping for not taking care of my brother. And then we go to the room and shit. And he's like, bruh, I got something to tell you. And I'm like, what's up? He said, man, that shit was funny. I said, that shit wasn't funny, nigga. I got jumped. He said, no. He said, after we left, I caught up with Daisy. And he was like, the whole way I kept smelling something. He was like, I was like, what, smelling something? He's like, yeah, man. It just smelled like he farted on himself. Or it was just stinking. He said, I ain't know till we got back to Blair. He said, when we got on Blair, we was outside kind of telling people what was going on. And Derek and all of them was standing around us. And they was like, nigga, you stink. And before I knew it, everybody else figured it out. Like, when he got punched, Daisy shit on himself. He said, so they started throwing cologne on his booty. And he got mad and went home. From that point on, he didn't live it down because I fucked with him every time I seen him. That's a funny story about my childhood.